Hello, hello, welcome back. Today we are going to be discussing Beastars Chapter 41 Large Loyalty. Last we left off, it was Legosi versus the Shishigumi boss. He managed to get there in time before Haru was eaten, so now these two are about to square off. I can't wait to see it and I'm ready to get started. So, Legosi versus the Shishigumi boss. The battle between the two large breed carnivores has now begun. Okay, so we're back with the 701 boys right now. We haven't seen Legosi all day. Yesterday he told us, oh, I need to go somewhere tomorrow, so you don't need to worry about me. Exactly like that. Did something happen to him? What's happening in the school while Legosi isn't there? Hey, isn't an anteater... Oh, Legosi. I didn't expect your roommates to be so friendly. They've never been to the carnivore dorm before, or they'd never met Legosi's roommates. Well, I guess that's kind of a shock considering how gloomy Legosi is. How can he be with these guys around? Well, he's been acting weird. He went off somewhere and left behind all his stuff. And tomorrow's supposed to be the day of the festival's performance. Oh wow. Well, he isn't the type to ditch class or events. I think there would be a reason he isn't here. Yes, I think so too. But I want to know what special reason. Sorry, it's someone from the club. He has a cell phone. What? He's not there either? Alright, I'm coming. There always has to be some kind of trouble right before a performance. Any guesses where Legosi could be? Probably hiding somewhere. Jack looks worried. I'm sorry, we have to leave now. If you find Legosi, be sure to tell us. Okay, roger that. We'll be sure to tell you. Good grief, I'm pretty worried. It's raining outside too. Do you know where he could be, Jack? No idea. I don't know. He's not in his bed. He was awake this morning. Rhino is dead. Rhino? Legosi's Rhinocesaurus beetle. He loved them. Oh, he still kept that? But that's the same fragile beetle that Legosi found at the front of the dorms, right? Legosi is not gonna like this. Poor guy. This is awful. Legosi was so attached to him. It's a flashback happening now. Rhino, you're walking better than ever. Think you can go back outside? What's that bug? I'm back. Jack. Oh, this is nothing. Huh? What do you mean? I don't mind. He's so nervous about it. This is pretty tame compared to your bunny porno, Mag. Oh, so this is a bug you found outside. Okay, that's interesting. So this must have been like right after? Well, I'm glad he's better now. All thanks to you. Well, I guess it's good that he's making a recovery, but... well, you see, I'm really doing this to make myself feel better about myself. So, I'm probably being a bother. What do you mean? An animal like me doesn't have a chance at being close to a fragile little creature, no matter how hard I try. You still worried about that bunny girl? She said some things. Huh. Okay, so I'm wondering if this is right after him and Haru got back from the train station after they had their little argument. And we've seen Legosi with this beetle before. And so since they're drawing a lot of attention to Legosi's rhinoceros beetle, I believe its death has some type of significance. And it's not just Legosi being in trouble. Previously, like in the first couple chapters when we meet Legosi, he wasn't as sociable as he is now. I believe this beetle's death is symbolic, possibly of him no longer needing his beetle, because rather than interact with people, bugs and stuff were Legosi substitutes towards real, animal interaction. Different like special interaction. That's how he kept to himself and kept in his shell. Now with Beatley gone, I feel like he's kind of outgrown Beatley. Like he wouldn't have time to take care of his beetle anymore. Also another thing, Notice how Legacy said he feels like he'd be incapable of taking care of being close to another creature. Let's see, where do you say that? An animal like me doesn't have a chance at being close to a fragile little creature. I think that's no matter how hard I try. So I think that's a double meaning of how of his love for Haru, and despite that, how he can't get close to her at all because of his strength as a carnivore and his own killer instinct, like his predatory urges, right? But at the same time, if we keep in mind what's happening right now, Legosi is currently fighting for Haru. Like, even though he's bigger and stronger, that's never stopped Legosi from trying to at least take care of something he finds valuable, you know? Like this, it could be this beetle, and right now, his beetle doesn't need him anymore. It's dead, right? But what is alive and what Legosi's fighting for right now is Haru, just like he fought for that beetle when it was injured. Or, however he found it, it wasn't feeling well. Right now, Legosi's outgrown it, and he's dedicating himself right now to Haru. And he's fighting on her behalf as we speak, so that is symbolic. That's my take on it, at least. It's pretty sweet, though. How Legosi's literally growing up right before our eyes. And the death of Rhino is symbolic of that. That's my take on it. And the death of, well, innocence, because right now, Legosi has been exposed to like the darkness of the world firsthand by having pretty much like his first love taken away by them, right? So, what's happening now is as he gets older, and as he starts having these experiences, first love, first contact, first everything, this is Legosi's first fight for his life. So I just think it's interesting that they used the beetle to show that. Legosi moving on to, different things in his life. So, continuing, she said, I don't know what it feels like to be an animal whose life is always in danger. Okay, so it's a continuation. Alright, so Haru said some things. She said, I don't know what it feels like to be an animal whose life is always in danger. And she's right. I'm a carnivore, and obviously I can't understand what it feels like for animals who aren't carnivores. I'm glad he's self-aware of that, and he self-reflected on that off-screen. Well, not screen, but, off-page. And it's coming back now, where it's relevant more than ever, because right now, he can empathize with her, even though he's not a herbivore. Legosi is currently fighting for his life. And I think that's a beautiful like transition from the beetle we saw over here to Legosi finally getting it, finally understanding that struggle, or at least coming to empathize with it better through experience. I should put it that way. So Haru's cheering for him. Legosi, this is my first time eating wolf meat. It's sweet and lacking in fat. Is it really? Haru, now's your chance. Hurry. I can't. Okay, so she's not gonna leave. She's not gonna run. And well, okay, so back to the flashback. And well, I'm not thinking we won't ever understand each other. So I wonder, why was I born a wolf to begin with? Alright, so what's Jack's take on that? I think everyone's trying to figure that out. Adults and children alike. Why were you born the way you were? Both carnivores and herbivores struggle with life. From the moment they're born, they belong to a species. So I think they're all trying to find their own reason for being a part of this world. Damn you. I guess I can't maul you to death. Let's end this, boy. Yeah, let's. Okay, I love this. I love how Jack put that. Because I mentioned Legosi's awakening before, like right when he met Haru. This is, he's becoming much more self-aware as a person, and he's growing as a person as well. And even this fight right now, it's part of his experience, for his experience in understanding what it means to be alive, what it means to be a wolf, what it means to love and fight for what you love. And right now, Legosi loves Haru, and he's gonna fight for her to the death if he has to. So, this also ties back to the theme of resolve, living life to the fullest, and your resolve, right? So this is being put on display here, with Legosi versus the boss. So, this is Legosi's answer here. I found it, Jack. My reason I was born a wolf. I probably shouldn't do this in front of you. Huh? I'm sorry? I'm sorry, Haru. I'm not afraid of anything. I'm not afraid of anything. My claws are for you. My fangs are for you. Ah, I see. Okay, so is this... this must be metaphorical. Either this is a flashback, or it's metaphorical. This is Rhino, the rhinoceros beetle, and it's flying away. I don't know if this is symbolic of its spirit and it's leaving. I'm just going to interpret it that way since it doesn't have a background. Since it's leaving, Legosi can finally let go and grow into the wolf he's supposed to be. Oh, crap. Okay, so Legosi actually, like, just went in on him. And so he's using his fangs for fight for Haru. Perfect. I'm all yours. He bit into his jugular? Yep. He took him out. One shot it. He finally used his fangs. That's actually pretty darn significant. Legosi's first time using his fangs, and it was for someone else. For what he loved. For what he wanted to protect. Instead of using it just, you know, for mindless, like, murder, like most carnivores. Like the Shishigumi. I probably look like a monster to you. Says that with blood dripping from his mouth. Haru, you're free to judge me. It's alright now. Can you run with me? Oh, I love this. I am a gray wolf. I want you to tame me. Legosi. This is a beautiful scene. I mean, he's covered in blood and he looks completely terrifying. But he just saved her life. And Haru, even though she's scared at what she sees, I guess she's gonna accept Legosi for who he is. You know, he's the wolf that came for her when no one else would. He's the guy that did something when no one else would. Even the guy that she thought, you know, she loved. Or rather, the guy who supposedly loved her. Legosi actually showed his conviction with that. And she's shaking. Aww, he pulls her in for a nice hug. That's awesome. That's really awesome. I'm so glad. So, I must have passed out from exhaustion. I went this far because I wanted to accept myself for who I am. Legosi? I wanted to accept that I'm a carnivore, and that my love for you is real. Wait, please get up. We need to get out of here. Come on. You can do it. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Fine, let's go. He's exhausted. He would gladly become a monster for the sake of his beloved. The next chapter? Okay, cool. Perfect. This was a beautiful chapter. Really good chapter. Legosi finally bearing his fangs for someone else. For Haru. Even if he has to show her the monster within him. I feel like that's going to be excellent character development because Legosi up until this point has always been suppressing himself. And the one time he uses his killer instincts, his predatory urges, his primalness, it's to defend Haru. And Haru, it's important that Haru actually gets to see it, because if they were to pursue a relationship together after this, Haru would have a true understanding of Legosi and his struggle, right? I feel like they both learned something from this experience. Legosi learned what it meant to truly embrace himself for others, and Haru, per, well, I'm not really sure what Haru learned. So I don't know. I'm not really sure. Maybe she learned that like her view on like males or whatever was wrong. You know what? I can't really say anything for Haru, so I'm not even gonna make it up. But I guess she just got more insight to herself that she didn't have before, and what really matters, and what Legacy really means to her. That's what I got from her chapter, at least. So we're gonna see, cause I don't think, honestly, I really don't think it's love yet. At least on Haru's end, but Legacy is so sure. But at least he's kind of being validated by she's kind of being validated by Legacy's actions. Well, other than that, that's all I got to say about that. So I will see you in chapter 42. Let's see what happens after. I'll see you then. Comment, rate, subscribe. You know, do your thing.